Welcome to another deep dive. You guys clearly want to level up your dinosaur knowledge, judging from this stack of articles and research you sent over. Forget Dino 101. Today, we're going deep. We're talking really deep.
Yeah, you've got some fascinating stuff here. It's more than just fossils and names.
Right, like how did they get to S so big?
Yeah.
And what about that whole extinction thing? Did all dinosaurs vanish?
Well, buckle up because we're going to unpack that and more. This story is way more relevant to us today than you might think.
Okay, let's rewind way back, like before even the Jurassic giants, the Permian period. Help me picture that world.
All right, imagine 250 million years ago. Forget lush jungles. This was a time of vast dry plains, icy landscapes.
And instead of dinosaurs,
You had creatures we call sprawlers.
Brawlers. Not exactly the most graceful name. What were they like?
Picture this, a bear-sized predator with teeth like swords, prowling the snowy plains of what is now Poland, the Gorgonopsian.
Okay, maybe those cute herbivore dinosaurs are sounding a little more appealing now.
Any plant eaters in this picture? Oh yeah, you had the Dicynodont, stocky, tusked herbivores, like a reptilian hippopotamus just rooting around for food.
Not dinosaurs, but they give us a glimpse of the pre-dinosaur world. Then everything changed, right? There's a lot of talk about volcanic eruptions in this research.
You're right, about 252 million years ago, these massive volcanic eruptions in Siberia just ripped apart the Permian world.
How bad are we talking?
Toxic gases, ash blanketing the earth, global air pollution on a scale almost impossible to imagine.
So it was this that triggered the worst mass extinction in Earth's history. Worse even than the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs.
Far worse. Nearly 90% of all species on Earth vanished. The closest our planet has ever come to total annihilation.
Wow. Okay, but I'm guessing this catastrophe is somehow connected to the rise of dinosaurs.
Exactly. This extinction, devastating as it was, cleared the stage for a new cast of characters.
The dinosaurs.
Well, not quite yet, but among the survivors were the archosaurs, the ancestors of dinosaurs. They had a key advantage that helped them thrive in this changed world, the ability to walk upright on two legs.
So walking on two legs instead of four was a game changer.
Huge advantage. More agile, they could run faster, cover more ground. In a rapidly changing world, that was crucial.
So they're faster, they're adapting, but the archosaurs aren't ready to just take over yet, right?
Not so fast. Now we enter the Triassic period. Roughly 246 million years ago, the supercontinent Pangaea is breaking apart, new coastlines, climates shifting dramatically. It's a hot, humid, volatile world.
Sounds pretty rough even for a newly agile archosaur. So where do the first true dinosaurs appear in this landscape?
From a specific branch of archosaurs called the Avevenetosaulians, picture small, almost fragile creatures compared to the giants of this era.
So not quite the mighty dinosaurs we imagine.
Think Herrerasaurus or Eoraptor, about the size of a dog.
So the mighty dinosaurs started out as the underdogs.
In a way, yeah. They were sharing the world with some truly formidable predators like the Rauisuchians, these massive reptiles reaching up to 25 feet long, crushing bones with their jaws.
Yeah, I'll pass on meeting one of those on a hike.
Yeah.
How did these early dinosaurs manage to survive, let alone thrive alongside these giants?
Well, it's a question that has puzzled paleontologists for years, but once again, another dramatic event reshaped the playing field.
Another extinction.
Another continental split, more volcanic activity, and yet another mass extinction. This time, though, the dinosaurs not only survive, they flourish.
So these extinction events, devastating as they were, played a key role in shaping the evolutionary trajectory of the dinosaurs.
Yeah, they created these openings for these seemingly insignificant creatures to take center stage.
A reminder that life on Earth is in a constant state of flux, adapting and evolving in response to changing circumstances. We've gone from bear-sized predators to the emergence of the first true dinosaurs, all thanks to some pretty dramatic geological and environmental upheaval. What comes next in this saga?
We'll hold on to your hats because we're about to enter the Jurassic period, where things are about to get very big.
Bring on the giants. All right, we're diving into the Jurassic period. Last time, we left off with those first true dinosaurs emerging onto the scene. Now we're talking giants, right? The sauropods.
Ah, yes. The Jurassic is when dinosaurs reach truly awe-inspiring sizes, and the sauropods were the behemoths of this era.
I'm looking at names like Brontosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Diplodocus. These are the icons, the ones that have just captured our imaginations for centuries.
Your size is mind-boggling.
Yeah, how do they even support that kind of weight?
Well, think about it. We're talking dinosaurs as heavy as airplanes, with necks that could reach several stories high. But it wasn't just random luck that allowed them to grow so large.
So it wasn't just about having a big appetite.
Well, their long necks certainly played a role. They acted like living cranes, allowing them to access this vast buffet of leaves high in the trees without having to move their massive bodies.
Makes sense. Less energy spent moving means more energy for growing, but there's got to be more to it than just a long neck. What other secrets did they have?
Their respiratory system was incredibly efficient. Similar to birds, they had a system of air sacs throughout their bodies.
Giving them a constant flow of oxygen.
Exactly, meaning they could take in vast quantities of air, which is essential for powering a large body.
So they had super lungs. Are we starting to see a pattern here? Specialized systems working together to support their massive size.
Exactly. And we can't forget their bones. They were surprisingly lightweight, filled with air sacs connected to the lungs.
So that made their skeletons.
Strong, but not overly heavy. It's like they had a built-in air conditioning system helping to keep them cool despite their enormous size.
Wow. It's incredible how evolution equipped them for such massive growth. They were practically engineered for gigantism. But the Jurassic period wasn't just about size, was it? It was also a time of incredible diversity.
Absolutely. Remember, the continents were drifting apart, creating this variety of environments, each with its own unique set of challenges and opportunities. This led to a dazzling array of dinosaur species evolving across the globe.
So different continents, different dinosaurs. What we might find in North America would be completely different from, say, Asia or South America.
Precisely. Think of it as separate evolutionary laboratories. For instance, stegosaurs with their iconic plates on their backs roamed North America during the Jurassic, but you wouldn't find them in Asia.
It's like each continent had its own distinct dinosaur ecosystem.
Exactly. And this isolation on different landmasses drove the evolution of this diverse range of species, each uniquely adapted to its particular environment.
This is making me picture a giant dinosaur map. With each continent boasting its own unique set of inhabitants, it really paints a picture of the incredible biodiversity of the Jurassic period. But I know this era doesn't last forever. What happens next in our dinosaur saga?
Well, get ready for a shift in power. As we move into the Cretaceous period, we'll see the rise of new dominant species, including the most famous dinosaur of all, Tyrannosaurus rex.
I can't wait to explore the Cretaceous world and meet the king of the dinosaurs. We're back and ready to explore the Cretaceous period. This is where the dinosaur story really takes off, right?
The Cretaceous was a time of incredible flourishing for dinosaurs. They reached their peak diversity during this period, evolving into this breathtaking array of forms spreading across the globe.
You mentioned a shift in power last time. What kind of creatures were dominating this new world?
Well, in North America, the undisputed king was Tyrannosaurus rex. But T-Rex wasn't the only tyrannosaur around.
So there were different types of tyrannosaurs. Did they all rule their respective domains like T-Rex did in North America?
Absolutely. Asia had its own species like Tarbosaurus, just as impressive but with subtle differences. Each continent had its own apex predator from the tyrannosaur family.
Okay, so different continents, different tyrannosaurs. But they were all at the top of the food chain, right?
Yeah.
What kind of creatures were they preying on?
They were powerful, intelligent, and had a bite force that could crush bones. Imagine the epic battles between a T-Rex and a Triceratops, both iconic figures of the Cretaceous.
Now that's a clash of titans. The horns and frill of Triceratops versus the sheer power of T-Rex. Who usually won those battles?
It's hard to say for sure. Triceratops wasn't defenseless. It's likely that both had their share of victories and defeats. Those encounters must have been spectacular.
I can only imagine. So we've got T-Rex ruling North America, different tyrannosaurs dominating Asia. But what about the rest of the world? What was happening in the South?
South America was home to some of the largest land predators ever, like Giganotosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus. These massive carnivores rivaled T-Rex in size and ferocity.
Wow, sounds like South America was a whole different ballgame. Who were these massive predators hunting?
They were battling it out with giant sauropods. Seems that even in the Cretaceous sauropods were still holding their own. They must have had some effective defense mechanisms to survive alongside such fearsome predators.
Their size alone must have been intimidating. But the Cretaceous wasn't just about giant predators and prey. I came across something fascinating in the research. Flying dinosaurs.
Ah, yes, but we need to be careful with our terminology here. You're likely thinking of pterosaurs, which were indeed flying reptiles, but not technically dinosaurs.
All right, pterosaurs. But there were dinosaurs that took to the skies, right?
Yes. During the Cretaceous, a group of small feathered dinosaurs evolved into birds.
Wait, Birds are dinosaurs. That's incredible. So the pigeons I see in the park are actually descended from dinosaurs.
It's one of the most amazing discoveries in paleontology. Birds are the direct descendants of those feathered dinosaurs carrying that legacy with them today.
That completely changes how I see birds. It's a reminder that the dinosaur lineage didn't simply vanish. It evolved, adapted, and continues to thrive in a different form.
It's a powerful testament to the resilience of life and the amazing ways evolution can shape and reshape creatures over millions of years.
This has been an incredible journey so far, but there's one major event we haven't talked about yet. The end of the Cretaceous. The asteroid.
The asteroid impact was a pivotal moment in Earth's history. It marked the end of the dinosaur era, at least in the form we traditionally imagine.
What can you tell us about that catastrophic event?
Imagine an asteroid, estimated to be about 6 miles wide, slamming into the Yucatan Peninsula. The impact triggered massive earthquakes, tsunamis, and wildfires. Dust and debris filled the atmosphere, blocking out the sun and plunging the Earth into darkness.
Sounds like an apocalyptic scenario. No wonder so many species, including the dinosaurs, couldn't survive.
It was a devastating event, no doubt. However, it also serves as a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable destruction, life finds a way. While most dinosaurs perished, some, like those feathered ancestors of birds, managed to survive and adapt.
It's a powerful reminder of life's resilience. This deep dive has been mind-blowing. We've covered hundreds of millions of years, from the Permian extinction to the rise and fall of the dinosaurs. It's incredible to think that even these giants weren't immune to the forces of change, and that their story ultimately is about adaptation, survival, and the interconnectedness of life on Earth.
And who knows what future discoveries await us. Paleontology is constantly revealing new insights. There's still so much to learn and explore about these fascinating creatures and the world they inhabited.
Exactly. So, to our listener, keep that curiosity alive, keep exploring, and keep learning. Until next time, happy dinosaur hunting.